We don't have time to waste, so let's get into this color. We're going to be using Matrix Light Master today because it's perfect for lifting colors up to levels 7, 8, or 9, even higher, but this one is one of my favorites, so I use that for most of my color. In order to get a good lift, all you need is 20 volume developer. I know a lot of times people like to use 30, 40, even 50. It's unnecessary. 20 volume developer is going to give you a nice, even lift. For every 2 scoops of lightener, I like to use 2.5 ounces of developer. You can even go as far as using 3.5 ounces or 4 ounces. It does not need to be like cake batter because blue lightener normally swells and makes it really, really thick. We love a brand new clean canvas because it gives us a lot of things to work with. I always start off with parting my sectioning my wig in 4, so I like to part it down the middle because 9 out of 10 times people want to part it down the middle. If you are a side part person, it'll still work as far as the fall of the color because that really matters how you place your color. So parting it in 4 is a great way to give you a good placement because of how we're going to section the hair after we get our 4 quadrants in. Now that we have our hair sectioned into 4, I'm going to do diagonal partings, but I'm going to start my bottom section off with braiding the hair to get it out the way, and I'm going to just keep going to every other parting and coloring the hair, lightening the hair. My reason for doing this is so that the color doesn't get too bright on the bottom because I'm going to be making it dimensional. A great way to saturate is to apply lightener to the foil first and then tease the hair and then add the foil to the hair and then apply more lightener because it'll get some of the lightener on the back side of the hair where sometimes it gets neglected and it leaves the hair blotchy, and we don't want to have to go backwards. We like to try to get it lightened the first time the right way. Also, teasing the hair is very, very important because it can reduce harsh lines. As you can see, I'm skipping every other section so that I can get the dimension that I'm looking for when I tone the hair. And we're just going to repeat that over the whole head. And then we're going to go back into the sections that we didn't apply lightener to, and we're going to add lightener to those sections next. Now that we completely lighten the whole entire head, we want those foils to sit on the hair for at least 40 minutes because we want to get it to a nice golden blonde. If you have a hooded dryer, you can sit it under the hooded dryer just to accelerate the process a little faster. This came out to the perfect golden color, and now I'm going to just use my color chart so that I can see what level of toner is acceptable for me to use. This is a very important step when you're coloring hair so that the color actually turns out the way you want it. I'm going to be going in with 6N and 8N to tone it down because I want a nice brown color and a subtle copper. For toning the hair, we're going to be using 10 volume developer. That's all you need to deposit the color properly and not cause further damage to the hair. This is with wigs or regular people. I'm going to be repeating the same section steps that I did in the beginning, separating it into 4 quadrants and then doing the skip section. Skipping each section. We're going to start off with the 6N because I want the hairline area to be a little bit more brighter than the middle sections because I want the darker areas to create depth and give it some dimension. So I'm going in and I'm applying 6N to all the areas that I want to apply 6N to. And I'm just going to show you guys how I apply 8N to make the process just a little bit faster. I'm going to be using an applicator bottle to apply the 8N to all the areas that are left out. This is so much faster. You can just squirt it all over the hair and apply your color and just let it sit. When you're processing toners, you let it process for the time that's stated on the manufacturer's label. So this is going to be about 40 minutes with the toner sitting on the hair, but you can wash the toner off sooner than you like if you're trying to just get a little bit of that color. But I want the full effect, so I'm going to let it sit on for the full 40 minutes. Now we're going to use some color safe shampoo and we're going to remove that color, and look how beautiful this is coming out. This is the HD Lace 200 density Yaki straight wig with the HD frontal. So I blow dry the hair because I wanted it to come out as straight as possible. And this started off being like 16 inches, but I already knew that I wanted to cut it up, give it some layers, and create that extra long bob effect. A hot comb is crucial to getting the hair nice and flat. And I didn't even get it as flat as it should be. I was just like kind of in a rush, but my main focus was to get the hair to stay in the way I wanted it to. So I went in with my shears and I started creating some face framing layers, and I'm just gonna go throughout the whole head and create layers, starting from the top and pulling the hair out vertically so that I can create layers on the top and keep as much length as possible. And there's many other hair cutting methods that you can do this with, but this is pretty easy and I think that a lot of other people can do it. And then I went in and took some length off the bottom. I think I went a little bit shorter than what I'm showing in this video just to touch it up. But this is the final result. I love the way this wig came out. It's pretty full, but you know, if you're into having like extremely full hair, it looks beautiful. But this is how the color is falling on the side part. If you part it in the middle, it's still gonna fall really beautifully. And this is why color placement is so important, because you want a person to be able to part their hair where they want and still get like a beautiful seamless finish. And because we tease the hair, you don't see any harsh lines, and it's such a seamless blend, and you can see so much dimension in this hair, and it's so pretty. And I just love this wig. I named her Tiff. She looked like a Tiff to me. But if you wanted to purchase a wig like this, you can click the link in my bio or in the description box. And they're custom, so it takes about 3 to 4 weeks. But tell me what you think in the comments.